Where we left off, we had just finished our hunt for Kangaskhan. Should I go back and do Tauros? I think I kind of want to go back and try for Tauros because we still need that. Let me see. I got to figure out where's the optimal place to find Tauros. Tauros location, Safari Zone, Fire Red. Cerebi, I believe, is the best place to check this. It looks like... the 1%. Tauros. 4% over by where you get like the Surf TM. Hunt a Lucky Egg. I got mine first capture. I wish I got a Lucky Egg first capture. All right, so this should be it. This should be where it spawns. Also, I don't think I went down here yet, so there's probably still items for me to grab. Or not. That's a Tauros, by the way. I made that up. Catch 30 Tauros like Ash did in the anime. I don't know if I can pull that off. There's a 4% encounter rate over here, so it should be like 1 in every 25. Am I ever going to encounter a Tauros? It's like one of the few Pokemon I still have to catch here. I also have to get a Dratini and a Dragonair, so I suppose we could do that too. Yeah, like Sarge, it's not going to be trained when you send them in, literally just because it's a completely different training system. The biggest difference is that like SVs are you get like a total of like what, like 52 SVs or something, and every one is 1 point. Meanwhile, EVs, or maybe it's 56, but EVs on the other hand, it's every 4 is 1 point at level 50, and they're just simplifying it, and there's some minor repercussions with that. I got the Tauros, by the way, where you do end up with like, I believe 8 more points at the end of everything. So Pokemon across the board type would get a little bit buffed. All right, 2 bait, 3 balls. Never mind. Isn't the bait supposed to make them want to stay? What's up with that? This channel is partnered with Gamersupps. If you want to support my work and get great tasting drinks, you can order Gamersupps through my link in the description down below or with code Moxie boosted at checkout for 10% off. Gamersupps is a caffeinated product that I recommend only to my 18+ viewers, but my link will send you to their caffeine-free product section just in case. Every product purchased through my link supports my channel financially, so I'd really appreciate the support. Now back to the video. Hello, Mr. Boosted. What is going on right now? We are currently hunting for Tauros. Just because I need Tauros for my Pokedex. Did you see Danhausen is in WWE? I love that Danhausen. Yeah, dude. Danhausen in WWE is going to be so funny, bro. I can't wait for WrestleMania when we get Evolution 2.0 and it's R-Truth, Jey Uso, Danhausen, and Mr. Iguana. Those 4? That's Evolution. That's Evolution. I don't know. How is this happening? Do I have Tauros backwards? Does it like flee more if you give it bait? You know what's really funny about like growing up? I'm slowly losing my personality. Most of the time, I'm literally just thinking about finances and work. And because of that, now at the ripe old age of 26, I take great pride in the city that I live in, which has never happened before. Why am I so proud of the city that I live in? I have become so ride or die for Chicago, it's absurd. I'm like, oh yeah, Chicago, Svengoolie, Portillo's, and the Jewels. You know, like that's like now just all I do all the time. And I have to be performative to people who think that their city is better than mine. Especially New Yorkers. The Jewels. It's like, it's technically called Jewel Osco. It's like our regional like grocery chain. The NPC-ification of Marco's Moxie boost. Yeah. All right, Tauros, you're eating. You're eating. You're eating. You're eating. Okay, all right. This is the most reasonable Tauros we've encountered so far. This one's sticking around. Oh my god. Go away. I don't even want you anymore. No, okay. Orlando #1, by the way. You're in Chicago, you're getting Pokemon Go Fest in person this summer. You know what? I just picked up Pokemon Go again today because I went for a walk. I know, right? Streamer left his house. I'm a little bit of a hero, you know? Also, it ran away. Incredible. But, yeah. I played Pokemon Go for the first time today. And I have a Go++ for Pokemon Sleep. I don't know who's still playing Pokemon Sleep. I don't know. I have not seen a lot of discourse on Pokemon Sleep. Apparently, it's still going. But I've been using it to catch Pokemon, and I don't know. It just makes me happy to know that I can just open up my phone and maybe there's a shiny in there. Bait. Okay. Bait. I'm going to explode. I'm going to explode. I play Sleep. Do you play Sleep though? Or do you do it? I know what you mean by playing Sleep. But like, I think it was so funny. I was so excited when Sleep came out because I was like, oh my gosh, finally, a Pokemon product that will help me get my 8 hours of sleep every night. This is going to fix everything. Pokemon Go made me walk. Pokemon VGC made me money. And now Pokemon Sleep is going to make it so I actually like have a healthy, you know, schedule to my day. And then I got sleep apnea. I found out I had sleep apnea. I suck at Pokemon Sleep. You know, Pokemon Sleep helped me figure out that I had sleep apnea. Because just in the middle of the night, there would be like all these like, brrr, like the chart would just go nuts. And I'm like, maybe I should go to the doctor. And I had a sleep study and they go, yeah, you can't breathe at night. And I'm like, so that's why I'm getting dumber. That's why I'm getting dumber. Yo, no way, me too. Wait, did Pokemon Sleep help you figure out that you have sleep apnea too? Guys, I have a question for chat. My, if you don't know, here's the thing. I am someone who, this is my full-time job, Pokemon. It might not look like it because I have 93 concurrent viewers. I don't make a lot of my money from streaming. But I make videos, and those videos are how I make most of my income throughout the year. My question for you, right? And this is gonna be a weird question, almost like a question that like begs an answer. But my talent agent, I don't know what to call them, my manager, my talent manager, I have a company that I work under who helps me find sponsors, and I just started working under them, or technically they work for me. I forget how it works, but basically I have people that help me find sponsors, and they also give me advice on things, including merchandise, which we're doing merch soon, by the way. You're gonna love it. It doesn't even look like Pokemon merch. You'll be happy. Pokemon streamer merch, which is like twice as embarrassing. But I was talking to them, and they go, "Senior boosted," and I go, "Yes," and they say, "You should really show your face on camera more often." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" "I show it on stream all the time. I stream with a face cam." And they go, "Yes, but like most of your viewers don't watch your streams." And I go, "That's a fair point. A lot of people who watch my videos, you know, the 100 to 200,000 people who watch each video usually don't see my face because I don't really show it in a lot of things." I have like awful, I don't have camera anxiety. I have awful like having to watch myself over and over again anxiety. And I have awful like other people seeing the way that the folds on my face move and the slow development of a double chin as like my posture worsens throughout a recording. And maybe like my teeth aren't yellow, but like they're not like the straightest teeth ever, you know, like especially my bottom teeth. So I have a little bit of anxiety with that. I think a camera makes you look awful. So my question is, am I ugly? Here's the smolder. All right. Going outside kind of cringe, bro. I'm sorry. Have they brought up a potential Raid Shadow Legends sponsor? I actually had a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor like a couple of years ago, and then like some information regarding like the way that the company operates was brought to my attention, and now I have put them on my personal blacklist of I'm not going to work with them anymore because the information was brought to my attention. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not working for that company ever. So I'm never getting another Raid sponsorship. You're very handsome. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, you guys aren't biased who show up here every day and watch my stream. Clearly, you're not biased. Not by any means did you consider their suggestion. Yeah, so here's the thing. I actually have a green screen because I don't know. I have a pretty nice streaming background. I don't know if you can really see much of it, but like it only really works when I'm standing up. I should really stand while I stream, by the way, but I went to the gym today and I went for a walk, so I don't really feel like it. But like I have plushes, I have like my Worlds merch, I have my YouTube plaque, I have like cards, I have my award for like the physics research I did in undergrad. A bunch of cool stuff that would look great in the background. However, I feel like I'd prefer just to not have it present in the background while I'm like making videos. So, and also the green screen is going to be much easier to like incorporate my image into videos if I have the green screen. And I do have that green screen. The issue is it's probably at my parents' house. I checked my storage unit. Emptied it out. Figured out like, okay, yeah, my green screen isn't in there. It's like an Elgato one, and I don't want to have to buy another one. So it's at my parents' house somewhere, and my parents are currently in Orlando on a little vacation. So I gotta wait for them to get home so I can ask my mom to take a look so I don't drive all the way out there just to find out that it's not there. I don't know, I guess like I could just like take my girlfriend and we'll go have dinner with my parents and I can go look personally. That's probably a better way of doing it, but... And like if I don't find it, I'll just like Amazon a new one. But the issue is like I can't incorporate myself into videos yet, strictly just because I'd rather just wait for the green screen, and it really messes. Like it'd be much easier to incorporate myself into the way that I edit my videos if I had the green screen, because like right now what I have to do is cut to this camera and it'd be like a Wendigoon video where like there's a bunch of like information on screen and then boom, Wendigoon on camera, like background and everything. I feel like that wouldn't look good with the way that I edit my videos. Like it makes it just a lot less presentable. I'd rather just be able to throw myself onto the infographic. And the only way to do that without the green screen is just to rotoscope it. And oh my God, that's time consuming and CPU intensive. I'm gonna explode. I'm going to explode. Can I catch a Tauros? Okay, but I must know, is this channel partnered with GamerSupps? Yes. Yes, it is. You low-key look like Wendigoon. I'm Mexican. You know what's really funny? I actually, like, and you can go back and look at, like, my old videos, and then I'm gonna get, like, really body conscious, but if you look at, like, my videos from early Sword and Shield, that was right after I lost a ton of weight. A ton of weight. Frankly, I was at an unhealthy weight. I was 150 pounds. And I'm like, I'm not short, but I'm not tall either. I was like 150 pounds at 5'8", right? I'm 5'8". I'm Latino size. We don't really come in very big sizes usually, but yeah. So I'm 5'8" and 150 pounds like at that time. And I looked at myself like, oh my God, I look like I'm starving. But I do this as a joke now, like the jawline thing. But back then, the jawline was insane. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, like those weirdos online that are like trying to sell you like gum to chew on to make your jaw look like a lot stronger, or like, like the weird, like the mewing guys, those, right? It turns out all you really have to do is just like lose weight, and it usually leaves your face first. And when weight leaves your face, it like really chisels out your jaw. And that's basically it. I don't know why I thought about that. I think it's because I did this and I was like, you know, there was a point where I did actually have like a pretty good jawline. Now it's like supplemented with the like weak goatee that I've grown. It makes my face look a lot more like shapely, you know? Hey, I'm 5'8" and 150 pounds. I mean, your frame also like determines like how much weight you should be at, right? I was 5'6" at 250. I had enough. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. As soon as I moved to Chicago, I lived in the suburbs. Now I live in like Chicago. As soon as I moved to Chicago, I had such trouble adjusting because it was the middle of winter. So I didn't have anywhere to go for walks because it was too cold. I was eating like garbage. Like I would just like order food all the time. After Worlds, before the World Championships, because it was California and I wanted to look nice, I dropped down from like 230 pounds all the way down to like 205. And I feel like I look pretty good at Worlds. I'm actually really happy with like the pictures that I took at that point. But I'm 250 right now. I put on so much weight. That being said, it's warming up now, and I really do love going for walks. So I've been going for a lot of walks recently. I haven't been walking during stream because I'm walking during the day, and it's like I don't need to walk more than 10,000 steps a day, frankly. Like I don't need to be doing all that. It seems a little bit excessive. But I've been doing weight training. I've been eating pretty well. You know, on days that I don't feel like cooking dinner, like I talk to my girlfriend and just ask her like, hey, am I doing it tonight? I'm usually the cook of the house, but it's been nice. I really like when I get active. It's usually around this time of the year. Like it's pretty much like every February or March that I get active again. Because during the winter I enter like fat boy season, and I kind of like fat boy season. It feels nice, but it really does mess with your mind at some point where you go, oof, I should really like get up and do something. I was over 300 pounds because of depression, but I got back into shape and weigh 205 to 200, but mostly muscle. Nice. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like being in like good shape does help with your mental health a lot. There's a lot of people who will be like weird about it, and they'll be like, you're only sad because you're like overweight. And I'm like, well, that's not true. You know, like I got a couple of like psychologist friends, and they're like, well, I mean, it's not entirely untrue, but it's like, most of it really is like chemical imbalances, and like you can do things to help out with chemical imbalances, like fix your diet, get more active. But like I think that there's a lot of people who are really reductionist about like actual like physical chemical imbalances that can be dealt with through like treatment. I don't know. That's always like a weird slippery slope whenever I go online and like try to do fitness stuff, because like it's like 50-50 if like when you see like a cool fitness influencer, because believe it or not, like one of the best ways to get yourself in shape is to like surround yourself with media that like sort of encourages it. You know, I really do enjoy like Jeff Nippard and like, you know, science-based lifting stuff because I think it's fun and exciting and interesting. But there's also like the weird people who are like trying to sell you like an alpha male course, and they're like, you need to go lift weight every single day. You need to wake up at 4 a.m. You need to go to bed at 9 and wake up at 4 because that's like the optimal time. No, it's not. It's not. Like, just make sure you get 9 hours of sleep and make sure you do go to the gym. You need to make sure that you're running as fast as you can. Well, walking is actually really good for you. As a matter of fact, it's better for your joints, and you can actually burn a lot more calories than you do running if you like do it right and for like a long enough time. And it's also much more sustainable because you can like listen to, you can watch like a movie or something. It's like, I don't know. It's 50-50. Like whenever you find an influencer, they either have like good information or it's like some like freak on the internet who like just wants to sell you like on their course in particular, you know? Another thing that really bugs me is like some of the cooking with like, some of the cooking with the like diet hacks and stuff where it's like, I actually don't want to leave this Farzan. Some people are like, oh yeah, no, trust me, this like puffed up egg white with like 50 pounds of stevia is basically like a replacement for that like treat you really like, where it's like, no, I'm just gonna like put a Snickers bar in my diet and account for the calories and I'll be fine. You know, is there more sugar in that? and that's bad if you have too much of it. Yeah, but like if you have a Snickers bar like once a week, it's fine. You know, all things in moderation type stuff, you know, it's, you know, I don't know. It's always goofy, like seeing like the fitness influencers get weird about it.